And I forgot to mention, well, I didn't know I was going to talk that long, but I forgot to mention that, even though that was 2 years ago that I had the OFP, this past Sunday, I started my classes, my mental health healing classes in Houston, right? Um, First of all, my last 2 years of my life have been transformational in so many different ways, but specifically, I just moved to Houston in August, right? And when I tell you that was only by God's grace, and even the way that He's been keeping us, me, my mom, and my son, through these last, close to 6 months, abundant, like abundance all over it. And it's really, like I said, it's only by His faith um, that I've been able to do what it is that I'm doing. I'm gonna just share a quick story. So I went to one of my friend's shows out here because I had been trying to find like different venues and I could not find one. And well, I went to different places, but like they wasn't hitting me back. I wasn't getting contacts, and I'm like, what's going on? I ended up going to my friend's show at this art studio. Now I ain't thinking nothing of it. I was kind of antsy, but I'm like, I ain't thinking nothing of it. And so then I pull up, and mind you, I'm from Minnesota, so black owned art studios are still like, whoa, to us. So I get there, and I'm like, a black person owns this? It's a bomb art studio. And my friend like, yeah. She's like, that's the owner right there. And she's like, you want to talk to him? I'm like, no, I just love the space or whatever. And I thought to myself, like, damn, this would be a nice place to have classes. Because I used to do classes in Minnesota because I'm a full-time entrepreneur. And I started this in January of 2024. So this is my full year that I just completed, actually. And so I used to do classes in Minnesota, but like I said, I couldn't find nothing. I wasn't able to find anybody who I could work with. And so I'm like, okay, well, let me just, but I'm like, I ain't even here for that. I'm here to support her. Let me not make this about me. And so, anyways, I get to just moving around, and I ended up talking to the receptionist. And I'm telling her, she was like, "What you do?" And that's my girl now. But she was like, "What you do?" And I was like, "Oh, I do mental health classes." And I'm telling her about my business and stuff. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, you got to meet the owner because he wants to do those type of classes too." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Ended up meeting the owner, and he was God sent. And I tell him this all the time. God sent. Was not expecting it at all. Like, actually, when I first met him, he was like, "I'm the person you're supposed to meet." Like as if he knew I was coming. You know what I'm saying? And maybe he did. And so I'm like, wow. Like, and he was willing to work with me. I'm a new artist. I ain't even been here that long. And he was willing to work with me, willing to help me to grow my business. And now I have three classes that I have run through his art studio. Like, I'm a very new entrepreneur in a completely different city. I ain't even been here for a full 6 months. And somebody gave me an opportunity. And it just so happened that my classes started January 5th of 2025. The same day that my OFP ended. Child, when I tell you, I done cried multiple times, but it's so powerful. So powerful. My classes to build my business started on the same day that I was fighting for my life 2 years ago. Fighting so somebody could understand that I needed protection from that man. And now my life has completely transformed, so much so that my breakthrough is on the exact same day as me having to go through those things. Y'all, like, when I tell you, it's such a testimony and it's such a beautiful one. that, like, it amazes me. Because mind you, real quick, I wasn't even supposed to start my classes on Sunday. I was supposed to start my classes on Monday, January 6th. We had to switch the days around, and like it didn't dawn on me until a couple days ago that I was like, damn, that's the exact same day, because that was a Monday 2 years ago. I remember that day very specifically. That was the day that my life changed, and Sunday was the day that my life changed again, but this time for the best, for the betterment of me. And I ain't gonna say that the other one wasn't, but that was harder to see. And now I can see what God is doing, right? And now I can see that the type of work that I'm doing in other people, like, y'all, I'm not saying this from no textbook. You know what I'm saying? I got my, my degrees and licensures and certificates. This ain't no textbook testimony. This is the real deal. I am literally God's vessel. Like, he is transforming me. Like, so that way I can help other people to transform. We're transforming our pain into power, our pain into prosperity, into blessings. Like, we don't never have to stay where we don't belong, which is in the past, with the pain and the hurt, and believing that love is supposed to hurt. No. My life completely transformed on the same day. I was in court, online, pleading and crying, so they would understand the severity of this. And now I get to live in abundance. Baby, don't you ever doubt yourself. Don't you ever doubt God and doubt how he is about to do a whole 180. You don't need a 360, because we ain't trying to go back. Do a 180 on your life to move you and maneuver you in the right direction. You got to heal. You got to let go. You got to surrender. You got to trust the process. But baby, when I tell you the sun is coming out in the morning, after the morning, I tell you no lie. And for that blessing, this feeling is worth waiting for. I promise you, the healing process is worth going through. All of this, I ain't saying we don't got to add on no more pain. We don't got to put ourselves in no more pain. But the pain that you've already endured, you can transform it. You can make this negative situation into the stepping stone that is going to reach you to your goal. I'm a product of it. This is only a product of my faith. So, let me get off my high horse. If you know me, you know I can do this all day. So, all 2025, okay? Power and abundance. And that's just that on that.